What's going on, guys? It's Tay Nelson, and I'm going to be talking about why I've chosen the dealership industry over dentists. So when I first got into this industry, my first client ever was a dentist. My first real client, I should say. I had a client, my aunt owned a eyelash shop, and I did advertising for her. Basically for free, didn't do not for any money, just to see, just to test the waters. But my first official paying client was a dentist. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly why I ditched the dentist niche and jumped into the auto dealership niche. And the reason why is because I noticed that, number one, dentists are pretty cheap. They don't spend a lot on advertising. Maybe 1 out of every 10 dentists will actually understand, how valuable marketing is, right? Most of the dentists that I've ever come in contact with, they only had a $500 budget. They weren't willing to spend $1,000 or $2,000 to, increase their customer base. Like, a lot of dentists are a lot older, and they're very old school, and they don't want to transition to this technology thing. So convincing them is just the way dentists are now is just their methods are prehistoric. And I just felt like it's one thing to sell a client on something on social media marketing or digital marketing, but it's one thing to have to convince your clients that they need it, right? Like, I want to find the client that knows they need it but just hasn't been able to implement the right pieces. So the reason why I got into the auto dealership industry niche is because, number one, they spend the most money on advertising. They already understand marketing and advertising. They understand that, you can't sell cars if you're not advertising your vehicles. So that's one reason. Number two is, people, when people want to start a social media marketing agency, they want to jump into niches where, the customer value is very high. So with dentists, the customer value is high, meaning, the average customer spends thousands of dollars with a certain dentist, right? The same thing with auto dealerships. They spend thousands of dollars, but here's where the difference is. Dentists don't make thousands of dollars on the first visit. They make their money back when the customer comes back for a second and a third visit and a fourth visit. For dealerships, on the other hand, they make their money as soon as the customer leaves the lot. As soon as the customer leaves the lot, the bank has already paid for the vehicle. The dealership has already cashed in on that money, and they make instant profits. So by the time the customer leaves the lot, the dealership has already profited thousands of dollars. So the reason why this is, good for agency owners is when you're getting your client customers and leads and they're converting into sales, it satisfies your client's instant gratification. Now, we know we live in a world where everybody's out for instant gratification. Nobody wants to do anything if, the return on investment takes months or years, right? Like, people want instant gratification. So if you spend $1,000 on ad spend and you generate, I don't know, let's say, 100 leads, and 10 of those leads convert, by the end of the month, your client has already profited off of these customers already. They don't have to wait for, a second or third return visit. So they profit instantly, which is going to be beneficial to you as an agency because you'll be increasing your client's bottom line instantly, right? So by the end of the month, you'll be able to, track actual revenue dollars. And when you're working for dentists, you're not really making a return up front. So basically, I wanted to find clients where they make their return on investment instantly and on the back end, right? Because most businesses like dentists, they might spend a ton of money on advertising, but they won't make that money back on the front end. They're going to make that money back on the back end when the customer comes back, for the sixth visit over the time period of 3 years, right? So I'm always trying to satisfy my clients, deepest desires, and everyone's deepest desire is to have instant gratification. So these are the exact reasons why I jumped into the auto industry niche. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel if this is up your alley. You want to receive free content, free valuable content. I'm not going to try to sell you guys at every turn. Subscribe if this is something you guys are interested in. Message me if you guys want me to make a video about something else, or just let me guys know in the comments. I read everything. Take care, guys.